Alright, welcome back to another video. Right now we are cleaning this 34-foot RV. I'm going to show you guys some B-roll. We're on site. It's about 6:55 a.m. This is a big boy. I had to hire somebody for this job just to help for today, but I'm going to show you guys some B-roll and basically explain to you how this week's going to look. Okay, so as you guys can see, I am cleaning a 34-foot RV right now with my detailing business. The RV was so big, I had to hire somebody for a day to come out and help me clean it. Otherwise, I would have been there till literal 9 p.m. If you guys are wondering, I made $700 in about 6 hours on this RV. With RVs, I typically charge anywhere from $700 to $1,500 depending on what they wanted. I didn't ceramic wax this, which is why the price was pretty low. I just put a quick sealant around the outside. And for you guys that are wondering, how did I clean this RV? So the first thing that I did was I actually went up on the roof because that was the dirtiest part of the entire RV. I put Dark Fury, which is a degreaser. I put Dark Fury over the entire roof, which is a heavy degreaser, and I scrubbed the roof with a brush to loosen up all that mold that was on it. I let the degreaser sit for about 2 minutes, then I pressure washed all the degreaser off. After that, I basically just pressure washed the roof after the degreasing process. I put my pressure washer about a couple inches away from the roof and took up all the black mold and algae that would have came off the roof. After that was done, I sprayed Green Star by Coach Chemi, which is a heavier degreaser than Dark Fury, and I foamed the entire roof down, and I let that foam sit for about 3 minutes. Once that was done, I sprayed all of that off. The roof went from looking like this to looking like this. Much cleaner. About 90% of the black mold and algae came off of the roof. Now, for the front and the sides, I did a 4-step process to restore it and to get it clean and somewhat shiny. On this RV, the paint was extremely faded to the point of it being literal metal. So wax would have not done anything to something this faded and destroyed. So the first thing that I did was I did Green Star by Coach Chemi again, and I degreased the entire vehicle. I foamed it down. I let it sit for about 2 minutes. After it sat for about 2 minutes, I sprayed down the entire vehicle. Then the second thing that I did was, again, I just kind of pressure washed it after the degreaser. I stuck the pressure washer gun really close to the paint. It's only 1800 psi. It's not strong enough to chip any paint. And I got rid of all the deep embedded mold into the paint. Once the paint was pretty much clean from the degreaser and the pressure washing process, then I went ahead and foamed it down with Gentle Snow Foam by Coach Chemi, which is a gentle pre-wash. This I use after the paint's pretty clean. It just basically gets off any grime or loose dirt or anything that shouldn't be on the paint. Basically prepping it to get ready for the shampoo. After that pre-wash from the Green Star and the Gentle Snow Foam was complete, then I put on AS, which is Active Shampoo by the same company, Coach Chemi. This is our contact wash. The 2 first washes were not contact washes, they were just degrease and pre-washes. The Active Shampoo I actually scrubbed. I scrubbed the entire RV from the roof to the sides, to the front, to the back. Once the Active Shampoo was done and everything was sprayed off, then I started the drying process. I had my employee go all the way around and completely dry everything. And as he was drying, I was doing the fourth step of the wash, which was sealant. I used Bead Maker by PNS, and I put a protectant 3-month sealant all the way around. What this sealant basically does is it makes water bead up and fall off. It adds a protective layer on the outside, kind of like ceramic wax would do. It's more for performance rather than show. Once that was complete, I cleaned all the windows with a rinseless water wash by Chemical Guys. This is basically made to just clean your car without using water, but I use it on windows and it actually works perfectly. It's the best window thing that I've found. So I grabbed a rag and then kind of like a higher quality buffing fiber rag, went around, did all the windows, made it look super shiny and clean.